Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm EJ from Fated Flame Stories. I'm the voice behind the stories. Oh, I'm so hot, I'm sorry. And I thought I'd make this video about Weave of Aether. So this is my new book. This is going to be the very first book that I publish. And it's due out in July 2026. My glasses have been down it, so... And I've lost my train of thought. Oh dear. So yeah, Weave of Aether is due out in July 2026. Now I won't pick a date. I won't. It'll just sort of happen one day. I'll wake up and it'll feel right, and everything will be aligned. I'm still building the website. I'm still saving up the pennies for the ISBN. And the reason behind that is I did try and self-publish a couple of years ago with my memoir, and it will be coming out again. But I put it on Amazon KDP. I didn't do this marketing. I just wrote it as myself. And it was in a different format back then. I didn't do any marketing. And a couple of my friends went and tried to look for it, and it just got buried basically on Amazon, and you couldn't put it anywhere else because the ISBN number belonged to Amazon because it was the free one, and I wasn't really in a good place, and I wasn't confident with social media again after being self-employed for so many years. It was just social media with another... It's just hard work, isn't it? Marketing, let's face it. So I took it all down and I thought, no, never again. And here we are. It's about 3 years later. I just carried on writing in the background because I love it. I absolutely love it. And my computer is having a bit of a meltdown. There we go. And my stories I write them for myself, so whether they do well or not, I really don't care. I just thought, I'm just feeling inspired to share them, and if it resonates with people, if they want to read them, you know, I'm always, if you want to be an ARC reader or anything like that, you know, just get in touch. This is not about money for me. This is passion. This is my purpose. I've also got another little project, another little project that I'm working with here in the UK where I live, and we've been talking to authors that have struggled like I have, you know, in the physical world, who we've struggled with food, we struggled with bills, fuel, and to try an ISBN is £94, and then you have to send books to the library that you have to pay for, but it's all electronic now. I've just found out it's all electronic. So I was like, that's a big outlay just before you even get your book on the market. So I'm a bit outraged at that. You can hear that, can't you? And so yeah, so I'm still in this sort of process of trying to figure out the best place, where I want to put my book on, which site, which app. There's so many to navigate, it's unreal. But this video is about Weave of Aether. This is a passion project. It has been a labour of love for me. So I am sort of reading off my laptop about it because I can't, honestly, I've got trees talking at me. Have you seen my earlier video, or it might be later? I've just written trees all night long about trees and Moonridge. So I'm still sort of connected in a different sort of area. But Weave of Aether. This is told from the point of view of Catherine DeVito. Now, Catherine came to me in 2010 when I drove past a house in Suffolk, and if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know I'm very spiritual, I'm very connected, I'm very believe in past lives. I do a lot of energy clearance work. And Catherine came, she stood in this house as a spirit, basically. And I used to drive past the house in Suffolk, and I just knew that I'd lived there. You know, she stood in the window, long brown hair. She worked in this massive, it's kind of like a big white plantation. So I was driving on the road, and the horses were in the field. It was like black gates all the way around it, and this big white house. And she was just stood in there, and she must have been, I don't know, a good mile away. And yeah, it wasn't so much about her life. It was more that she was there to work with me. You know, it was very early stages in my journey, and she didn't have the best life. I mean, she was working as a maid. She was mistreated, like you do, like they were back then. I can't even remember. I think it was like something like 1600s, maybe even earlier. But she became a part of me back then. She sort of stuck with me, I suppose, because she was my very first past life connection that I had on this journey. Her name kind of stuck. And then when I met my twin in the physical, the twin flame, the other incarnation, in 2020, basically it was just energy, but Christopher Drake, that name came, and he was born. And basically me and my twin have got like opposite initials, and this is how Catherine DeVito and Christopher Drake came along. And my laptop's closing. And Christopher obviously ends in R, which is the initial of Catherine's middle name. And it just all felt right. And that's when I started Weave of Aether. Now, Weave of Aether has had about 5 different names over the years. And it started as Scribbles in the Journey, and it is now basically a story based on my lived experience of part of what I've been through in the twin flame journey. It's not the full part, but it's part. So it's told from Catherine's point of view, and it goes through all the different lives, the starseed lives, the human lives, and how it interconnects and interweaves. And yeah, and it's got a happy ending, of course. It's the only one of my books, actually, that has got, happy ending. So I'm in union with my twin flame, for any of you that are watching. But obviously, we're still healing our physical worlds, because you have to be in a certain place in your physical, which is what I'm working on, believe it or not. So, yeah, I will finish the blurb, but Weave of Aether, the name, I really like it. It's got a Greek meaning, but I'm going to read this to you. So the title, Weave of Aether, reflects the central truth of this story, that some connections are not bound by time, space, or a single lifetime, but are instead woven into the very fabric of the universe itself, existing beyond what can be seen, measured, or even fully understood. Aether originates from ancient Greek philosophy and mythology, where ether was known as pure, luminous upper air, and is the divine essence breathed by gods, untouched by the heaviness of the earthly world. It was believed to be the 5th element beyond earth, air, fire, and water, filling the cosmos and forming the very substance of the heavens. In this sense, ether represents not only the space between worlds, but the sacred unseen field through which all existence is connected. Within this context of the story, ether becomes more than a concept. It is the living, energetic realm where souls exist beyond physical form, where memory is not lost but held, and where connections are never truly broken. It is the place where the souls recognise one another across lifetimes, where love continues beyond separation, and where destiny unfolds beyond the limits of human perception. The weave speaks to the intricate and intentional threading of those connections. Every encounter, every separation, every moment of love, loss and return becomes a strand within a greater design. A design that is constantly forming, shifting and evolving, yet never truly breaking. It suggests that nothing within this connection is accidental, but part of a larger unfolding pattern that exists beyond linear time. Together, Weave of Aether symbolises a bond that transcends human understanding. It is a love that is carried through lifetimes, shaped by experience and guided by a force that feels older and deeper than fate itself. It is the story of two souls who are endlessly drawn together, not by chance, but because they are part of the same cosmic design, eternally woven together within the ether, long before they ever took the human form. This title is not simply a name, but a declaration that love, in its purest and most divine form, is eternal, multidimensional, and ultimately unbreakable. And that is how it got its name. And on that note, if you've really enjoyed my videos and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, share, follow on Facebook if you want, or Instagram for updates. And I will look forward to seeing you all soon. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.